Conference. Last week, Nelsonville-York defeated Vinton County 21-14 to get off to that 1-0 start in league play, while Meigs was defeating Wellston 48-13.
Yeah, and you know, they did it in different ways, but one of the big things that you see the difference in these two teams is the fact that Meigs is led by a couple seniors, where really the makeup of the Nelsonville-York Buckeyes is predominantly the juniors, although we have a couple great captain seniors. Seems to be the ones that are doing the running, passing, and those that you see the stats on are led by juniors and sophomores.
Last year, the Buckeyes defeated Meigs 36-19. In fact, the Buckeyes have won 7 in a row against the Marauders.
Here they come onto the field.
Here come the Buckeyes.
Definitely more enthusiasm from the crowd at the beginning of this game than we've seen at other home games this season. Hopefully they can keep this up throughout the night and give the Buckeyes the oomph they need throughout the night to be able to pull off a big win here and carry them to that, you know, drive for 5 as we were talking about earlier.
I mentioned Nelsonville-York have defeated Meigs 7 years in a row now. Last year, the Buckeyes defeated Meigs 36-19. 2 years ago here at Boston Field, it was a thriller. The Buckeyes won at 13-7 over the Marauders.
Yeah, and I expect a close game tonight. You know, I was online. Obviously, everybody gets on the different websites around town to identify, you know, what's going on in southeastern Ohio. And one of the websites, MaxPreps.com, there had a pre-game kind of a semblance of what the teams have done over the past few weeks and where they're going to end up. And it actually gave Nelsonville-York the win, 22-21 over Meigs. So, you know, that'd be nice to see. It'd be a heck of a ball game, obviously, if it's going to end up that tight. For those Buckeye fans out there, though, we've had a couple tight, close games. We'd rather have one where we can relax a little bit throughout the evening.
Buckeyes will be receiving the opening kickoff. And Cal Preps, interesting enough, last week predicted Nelsonville-York would beat Vinton County 21-14, and obviously they hit that one right on the head.
Yes, they did.
And as you were saying, they're predicting 22-21 Buckeyes in this one.
Yeah, so, you know, it ought to be interesting. But, you know, I hope to see, again, more of what we saw last week from the Nelsonville-York Buckeye offense. Very, very much more balanced attack from the offensive side of the ball, both passing and running. You had the hard running of Zach Talbot. You had the speed of Arnold. You had 3 different wide receivers, Marky Campbell, Connor Bunning, Dickerson, that were out there catching balls and making things happen. So hopefully we see a lot of the same thing on the offensive side of the ball for the Buckeyes.
Mason Metz will kick it away for Meigs to get this game underway. Derek Arnold back deep for the Buckeyes.
And we're off.
It's going to land right at the 20, take a Meigs bounce. Dickerson picks it up, crosses the 10. Nicely. And Dickerson will go down right around the 15-yard line, and that's where the Buckeyes will have tonight's opening possession.
I tell you what, though, Dickerson did a nice job of just grabbing that ball and making something out of it after he kind of slid on the field there, and it squirted right past him.
Buckeyes led at quarterback by Michael Barrick. Last week he was 11 of 20 for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns against Vinton County.
Yeah, you know, that was one of those scenarios in which he played a solid ball game for the Buckeyes last week.
Michael Barrick over center at quarterback. Takes a snap, hands it off to Talbot. Talbot will take it out to about the 19-yard line. He gains 4.
You know, and that's right there, Talbot, the guy that we gave the offensive side of the ball to last week. And, you know, we discussed a lot about what Barrick was able to do. It's very seldom you see a Buckeye offensive attack that completes 9 passes and a half like Barrick was able to do in the first half of last week's game. So hopefully, again, he continues with that arm and balanced attack.
Called a gain of 3 to the 18. It's 2nd and 7 for the Buckeyes. 2 receivers split out on each side. Arnold goes in motion, and handoff goes to Arnold around the right side. Arnold's got a first down for the Buckeyes out close to the 28-yard line.
Excellent play. That's that again. We talked about that. We learned that play from going up to Columbus and playing Bishop Reedy on that man in motion. Give it to him while he's on full speed, coming behind the quarterback, and he has a nice kick around the corner that way.
He picks up 10. Buckeyes 1st and 10 on their own 28-yard line.
It's interesting. I see the Meigs defense lining up the same way Vinton County did in the first half last week, in that when we go to 4 out, 2 wide left and right, they don't put a safety back there. Vinton County made the adjustment in the second half to try to stop that.
Handoff goes to Arnold. Arnold comes to the outside, trying to get the corner, crosses the 35, and is taken out right around the 41-yard line. He picks up 13.
I tell you what, he did a nice job of freezing a couple defensive players that time. Just a little hesitation step, a couple different spots.
Of course, the Buckeyes on a drive for 5. Nelsonville-York has won the Ohio Division TVC Championship outright for the last 4 years in a row, and they're trying to make it 5 in a row. Buckeyes 1st and 10 on their own 42 out of the eye. Handoff goes to Talbert. Talbert, a little bit of running room, and he'll take it out to the 47-yard line, a gain of 5.
I tell you what, Talbert and Arnold both have got those last couple handoffs, but as he's letting go of the ball, Barrick is getting knocked down in the backfield.
Zach Talbert with 300 yards on the season rushing, 4 touchdowns.
And 80 some of those yards last week. He had an excellent game on the field, on the ground last week.
Buckeyes 2nd and 5 on their own 47-yard line. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Option, pitch out to Arnold. He gets a block, and he'll take it to midfield. Picks up about 3, and the Buckeyes will have a 3rd and 2.
Looked like number 74 was in on the tackle there, Bernie Welsh.
Derek Arnold with 710 yards rushing on the season, 6 touchdowns. Just a sophomore. Buckeyes 3rd down and about 2, maybe 2.5, just on their side of the 50. 9.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. This is the initial drive of the game. A lot of men up at the line for Meigs. Arnold in motion. Fake handoff to Arnold. Handoff to Talbot. He's got the first down. Still going. Arnold.
They are not going to.
Pardon me. Talbot takes it to the 36. 15-yard pickup for Zach Talbot.
I tell you what, that's one of the best neutralizers for a blitzing team. They've been trying to crowd that line and get in on Barrick, and especially in that situation where we're going some wide outs. That's the best way to neutralize it, is give it to the big fullback, power through that first line. Then there's nobody that's going to knock him down.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the Meigs 36. 2 receivers split out on each side. Zach Talbot, the lone back. Michael Barrick over center at quarterback.
And they do line up with a safety back there this time.
Arnold in motion once again. Fake handoff. Option comes this side to Talbot. Talbot breaks a tackle and takes it down to the 28-yard line, a gain of 8.
Did a nice job of holding on to that ball, too. That last couple tacklers that were in there were trying to strip that ball out of Talbert's hands, but he did a great job of holding on to the ball.
Buckeyes 2nd and 2 at the Meigs 28-yard line.
Well, right now the Buckeyes offensive line is doing an excellent job of giving us some running room. That we've run up the middle, we've run to the right, and we've run to the left. So everybody doing a nice job out there for the Buckeyes offense.
Talbot and Arnold in the Buckeye backfield. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Handoff goes to Arnold, and
ball's on the ground.
And Meigs has recovered on their own 28-yard line. That's one thing the Buckeyes
I believe it
don't want to do.
I believe it was number 35 there. Brandon Shoup shot in there and was hitting Arnold as he was getting the handoff, and just punched his hand right in there and knocked the ball straight out. One of the linemen just fell right on top of it, and turnover goes over to Meigs.
So the Buckeye 4-minute drive stalls. 8 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Meigs takes over on their own 28. Of course, they're led by Cornelius English. He rushed for over 1,300 yards last year, and he's over 1,100 yards already this year.
Yeah, I think he'll eclipse that easily.
Option to the left, pitch out to English. And English fumbles the ball.
Also.
Buckeyes may have got it back, and they do. Buckeyes will have it on the Meigs 40.
That's beautiful to see. I don't know that he's coughed up the ball that much at all this season. I haven't heard a whole lot about it. But My guess is that's pretty rare for English to be coughing up that ball when he's got an open field like that. Nice job by the Buckeye defense to get the ball turned back over.
So a couple quick fumbles, and we're almost right back where we started from. Buckeyes at the Meigs 40, first down and 10. Michael Barrick out of the shotgun. Zach Talbert standing beside him to block. Buckeyes 2 receivers on each side on 1st and 10. Arnold coming in motion, and he'll take the handoff, and he'll be hit and dropped right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Yeah, number 23 in there on the stop, Brandon Haney, along with 74, Ernie Welch for the Marauders that time. Really no gain on the play at all.
Terrence Fox coming in with the Buckeye play. 7.5 minutes to play in the first quarter, no score. Buckeyes 2nd down and 10 at the Meigs 40.
The one thing it's nice to see there is the coaches show a lot of confidence in Arnold by turning around right after he fumbled the ball. The very next play on offense, they give him the ball again.
Michael Barrick at quarterback, tosses it out to Arnold. He pulls it in, and Arnold trying to get away, stays on his feet and gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was able to use his hand there to keep his balance and not get taken down until he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage there.
So it looked like a 3-yard loss, but Arnold able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 10 now for the Buckeyes. Buckeyes will go out of the shotgun. 2 receivers split out on each side. Michael Barrick out of the shotgun for the Buckeyes on 3rd and 10 at the Meigs 40. Takes a snap, looking for a receiver, throws over the middle. He's got him. And it's Terrence Fox, I believe, takes it to the 16. 24-yard pickup for the Buckeyes. It's 1st down and 10.
Excellent pass, and he was wide open. That was a nice spot by him to be able to identify who was the open man on that particular play, and he hit Fox in stride. Fox held onto the ball, got some nice yardage out of that play.
They mark it at the Meigs 17-yard line. Buckeyes 1st down and 10.
And you know, for the Meigs Marauders, that's a frustrating situation to be in when you've got a team backed up 3rd and long like that. You know they're throwing the ball and you can't stop it.
Buckeyes out of the eye. Handoff goes to Talbert. He's hit immediately, but he plunges forward to about the 15 on a gain of 2.
Yeah, even when he's hit behind the line, it's hard to take him down at the line of scrimmage. He's able to fall forward for a couple yards on that one.
So the Buckeyes 2nd down and about 8.
Brandon Hanning on the stop there again for the Marauders. Playing an excellent job there on the defensive side of the ball right now is both Hanning and Ernie Welch.
2nd and 8 for the Buckeyes at the 15 of Meigs. Barrick back to pass, throws over the middle, and it's overthrown incomplete towards Connor Bunning.
Yeah, Connor went up there, you know, nice tall, long arm target there, but just kind of overthrown over his outstretched arms that time, and he was open in the middle of the field. That looked like a nice play.
3rd and 8 for the Buckeyes. Of course, they're in 4-down territory. They got 2 more plays to pick up 8 yards. At the Meigs 15, no score, 5.5 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Another long 3rd down situation here for the Buckeyes.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Takes a snap, rolls to the right. Now flag comes in. Barrick running with it, and he's hit and dropped right at the 14. A flag is down.
Actually, there was someone wrapping him up underneath, and then 64 Brandon Dotson hit him and hit him hard. More than likely a holding call from where that flag came flying in.
Of course, the Buckeyes only picked up a yard. Let's see what the Marauders decide to do. Do they bring up 4th and 7, or if they'll give the Buckeyes a 3rd and 18? You would think they would take the 10 yards. Holding, and they will take the penalty.
Yeah, they're going to back them up. Smart decision on the coaching staff of the Marauders that time. Force a 3rd down and very long. But again, for the Buckeyes, we're inside the 30. You know, this is obviously, we're not looking at one play to get us the entire 21 yards. Hopefully we can just get a good chunk of them in the first time and use our 4th down to get the first down yet.
Buckeyes 3rd down now and about 21. Back on the Meigs 28-yard line. Michael Barrick out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking for a receiver. Throws over the middle. He's got Campbell. Pulls it in. Mark Campbell. He's going to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Play by the Buckeyes offense.
Michael Barrick to Mark Campbell from 28 yards out, and the Buckeyes are on the board first. They lead at 6-0.
You know, and again, looking at what we were talking about coming across with that balanced attack so far on the offensive side of the ball for the Buckeyes, I've got us for somewhere in the neighborhood of 59 rushing yards and about 52 passing yards. So very nice attack here for the Buckeyes, and both big plays that time on the passing side of the ball, once to Fox and then out to Campbell.
Talbert attempting the point after touchdown. And it is good.
It squeaked over.
Just barely made it over the crossbar, and of course this is a game where every point counts. And the Buckeyes get it done. They lead 7-0, 5:05 to play in the first quarter. Zach Talbert will kick it away for the Buckeyes. Cornelius English back deep for Meigs. Talbert approaches and kicks. It'll be taken to a man on the far side at the 11-yard line.
It's number 31 over there.
And he'll go down right at the 22. .5:01 to play in the first quarter. The Buckeyes up 7-0.
I assume they're going to go right back to English on a more than likely a pitch coming to the right side, opposed to pitching running to the left like last time.
English in the first half against Wellston last week carried it 13 times, 237 yards and 5 touchdowns.
That's a nice season for a lot of kids. He did it in the first half of a game.
First and 10, Meigs on their own 22. Story out of the shotgun. They hand it off coming around this side.
Well blocked.
And the Buckeyes on the tackle after a gain of about 5 on the carry was Jeremy Smith.
Cunningham made a nice follow from the backside there to catch up to number 3, Jeremy Smith there, and Cunningham did a nice job tackling and bringing him down for a loss. Well, before he broke out to a first down anyways.
Gain of about 6 for Meigs. It's second down and 4 at the Buckeye 29-yard line, or pardon me, the Meigs 29-yard line. 2 receivers split on each side. Aaron Story out of the shotgun. Smith in motion, fakes handoff, pitch out to English. Buckeyes in pursuit, and English still on his
feet somehow.
English still going, and finally goes out of bounds.
I don't know how he didn't go down. I didn't see who that first hit came in from, but it knocked him. But he was able to get his hand down and allow his knees to stay off the field there, and kept his balance, and then ended up out of bounds.
The cameraman says he thinks it was Patrick Norway on the hit that knocked him backwards, and that doesn't surprise us. So now Meigs will have a third down and 2. Marauders on their own 30.
Boy, Story does an excellent job of holding on to that ball to the very last second, doesn't he? Looked like a little motion.
Hand off to English, hit by Williams, and he goes down short of a first down.
Nice play by Williams that time. Thomas Williams, number 7 for the Buckeye defense, held on to English as he came around that corner and did not let go. Excellent defensive play.
So Meigs will punt it away on 4th down and about 1.5 yards on their own 31. Derek Arnold back deep to receive the punt.
Nice job by the Buckeye defense to get this ball right back into the hands of the offense here.
Marauders get it away. Arnold lets it take a hop.
Yeah, he's going to run away from it at this point, I guess is.
And it'll be down at the Buckeye 27-yard line. About a 42-yard punt for the Marauders. 3:23 to play in the first quarter. The Buckeyes up 7-0. Buckeyes first down and 10 on their own 27. 7-0 Nelsonville-York here in the first quarter. Buckeyes going back more to the too tight look. Pitch out this side. And no gain on the play for the Buckeyes.
No gain on the play, but very well could have been a loss on the play, but a nice block out on the left-hand side there by Randy Dennis, number 60 for the Buckeyes. Had he not made that block, it would have been a 2-3 yard loss easily.
Derek Arnold on the carry, 2nd and 10 for the Buckeyes. 3 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Nelsonville-York up 7-0. Buckeyes out of the eye. Talbert at fullback, Arnold at tailback. Michael Barrick at quarterback. And a draw play goes to Derek Arnold. A flag comes in. Arnold takes it out to the 33, but we may have a holding on the Buckeyes.
Yeah, I believe we are going to have, again, that flag thrown right in the middle of the line. Brandon Hanning and
holding on Nelsonville-York. 2:44 to play in the first quarter.
Hanning and Hutton there on the stop for the Marauders. They've been in on a lot of defensive plays right now for the Marauders. Two big holding plays now against the Buckeyes. That'll back them up another 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Or even farther back than that.
So the Buckeyes will have it back on their own 14-yard line.
They need to get all the way out to the 37.
And the Buckeyes will take a timeout. Buckeyes second down and about 23 back on their own 14-yard line. Arnold coming in motion to this side. Takes the handoff. Arnold will take it out close to the 25. Looks like they mark it at the 24. Picks up about 10 yards for the Buckeyes. Actually, they spotted at the 23, a gain of 9.
Nice blocking on the left-hand side again there for the Buckeyes to be able to get some positive yardage on that second down play.
Buckeyes third down and about 14. On their own 23, Michael Barrick out of the shotgun.
Marauders dropped Story back in safety position to try to block that middle of the field off this time.
Barrick throwing long.
A lot of time for Barrick.
And it's incomplete at the Meigs 43-yard line.
A lot of air underneath that pass there, but Arnold wasn't able to get out in front of number 2 there. Defending on the Marauder side of the ball was Clay Bolin.
So the Buckeyes will have to give up the football on fourth down and 14 from their own 23. Zach Talbert will punt it away. Aaron Story, the quarterback, is back deep to receive the punt for Meigs. Nice snap. Talbert gets it away. A low liner. Takes a Buckeye roll.
Takes a great roll for the Buckeyes.
Rolls out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Punt of about 40 yards for Zach Talbert. So the Marauders with possession on their own 37. 1:43 to play in the first quarter. The Buckeyes up 7-0.
See if the Buckeye defense can continue to play as strong as they've been playing so far. You know, they were able to force the fumble in the first series of Marauders and then held the Marauders to 3 and out in the second series.
Aaron Story, the quarterback, hands it off to English, and he's hit and dropped for a loss.
Josh Lyon there for the Buckeyes, number 55, looked to be the first hit, and then also I think Thomas Williams down below also. Nice job by the Buckeye defense.
Loss of 1, second down and 11 for Meigs, back on their own 36. Of course, Aaron Story, he can throw the ball. He threw for 355 yards, in fact, against Fairland a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you know, everybody talks about English with 1,100 yards on the ground, but Story's got 800 yards in the air, so they can definitely put the ball up. And that's
Story back to pass, throws, and it is caught. First down for Meigs, a big hit from behind.
That was number 2, Cunningham, come flying in there and hit him hard.
But the Marauders get a first down at the Buckeye 47-yard line. Jacob Well on the reception for Meigs. 50 seconds to play in the first quarter. Meigs first down and 10 at the Buckeye 47.
And that was first pass play like we talked about. Story is able to put that ball in the air. Last week, you know, talk about the big yards from English, but Story only put the ball in the air 3 times.
Handoff on the left side, Buckeyes all over it.
Number 59, Mr. Norway there on the stop again. Robert does a nice job on that.
Handoff went to the wingback, Brandon Fisher, and the Buckeyes all over it for a 2-yard loss back to the 49 of Nelsonville-York. 15 seconds to play in the first quarter. Clock is running. And the Marauders will look to just let the clock run out. That's going to do it in the first quarter here at Boston Field in this key TVC Ohio Division showdown. At the end of one, Buckeyes 7, Marauders nothing. Meigs, second down and 12. And the quarterback backed out of there. And let's see if they call legal procedure on Meigs.
I was going to say the same thing. I saw the motion on the offensive side of the ball there. Nothing moved until Talbert made step that motion there.
And it is a legal procedure. It looked like a good call by the officials. I was afraid they would call it on the Buckeyes for jumping across, but it did look like they pulled out a little early, Meigs did.
Actually, there's been a couple different plays that it's looked like they've moved just before the ball has been snapped, but that one was the most obvious of the time so far this evening.
So the ball spotted back on the Meigs 46-yard line on the illegal procedure penalty. Second down and 17 for the Marauders. Aaron Story, the quarterback, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, comes back towards English, pulls it in, crosses the 45, breaks a tackle. English,
wow,
gets it to the Buckeye 44-yard line, and he's about 7 yards shy of a first down, but he picks up 10. Third down and 7 now for Meigs at the Buckeye 43.
That is a kid right there you are not going to bring down by just arm tackling or hitting and letting him fall down. You've got to hit this individual. You got to wrap him up and let somebody else come along and help make another hit. It looks like we've got Patrick Norway out of the game right now too.
Meigs, third down and 7 at the Buckeye 43. Story looking to throw, does so out on the right flat, and it is caught, but the receiver fell down after catching it. It's Jeremy Smith.
Yeah, Jeremy Smith turned and tried to turn upfield and start running, and his feet just came out from underneath him. Just shy of a first down.
They need another yard for a first down. It is fourth down, but it's at the Buckeye 38. So the Marauders will go for it. Buckeyes have done a real good job against the run so far. And you would think that's what they're going to see on a 4th and 1 situation.
I'd figure you're going to see English right up the center, if not Story keeping it himself behind the center here. Marauders
out of the power eye, 4th and 1. Handoff goes to English. He's hit. He's driving, but he didn't get it.
Hold him back.
He did not get it. The Buckeyes have held on down.
Excellent defensive play by the line that time. Let's see who comes up last there. I believe that to be Arnold in there. But I think Robert Norway, Arnold, and Williams, and Cunningham, Talbert, I saw the entire crew come flying in there for the defensive Buckeyes and put a stop to that huge 4th down turnover for the Buckeye defense.
So far, that defensive unit has played excellent. 10:28 to play in the first half. The Buckeyes up 7-0. They've got the ball on their own 38-yard line. Out of the I formation, Michael Barrick at quarterback. Option comes to this side. Barrick will keep it himself. Arnold with a block. Barrick, however, will go down.
Almost squirts back to the line of scrimmage, but he'll end up with about a yard loss, it looks like.
He does lose a yard back to the 38-yard line.
Arnold did a nice job of giving him a block way out there, though, to try to make something happen.
A good job by Michael Barrick. Meigs had that covered all over the place, and a good decision not to try to pitch that ball to Arnold.
Yeah.
Don't make a bad play worse.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. There's a lot of situations where Barrick had him in the option situation last week, made great decisions there. You see it again tonight.
Buckeyes 2nd and 11, handoff straight up the middle. Not much there for the Buckeyes. It's to the 40-yard line, a gain of 2.
There wasn't a whole lot there. They closed up on him quickly. I believe number 53 put the stop, Cassidy Wilford.
Cunningham on the carry for Nelsonville-York. The Buckeyes now 3rd down and 9 on their own 40.
But I'll tell you what, you look at that play on film again later, and you tell me Trevor Pauly didn't blow his man almost 3 yards off the ball immediately.
Michael Barrick out of the shotgun. Buckeyes 3rd down and 9. 2 receivers split out on each side. Now Arnold also goes out in a pass route. Barrick throws it long towards Arnold, and it's incomplete. Nearly pulls it in.
Almost intercepted, too, by number 80 that time. That's Jacob Well on that defensive stop there, but boy, that was an awful close play to a big Big play for the Buckeyes.
Buckeyes will punt it away. Story will drop back deep to receive the punt from Nelsonville-York. Zach Talbot will punt it away for the Buckeyes. 4th and 9, Nelsonville-York on their own 40. 9 minutes to play in the first half. The Buckeyes up 7-0. And the Buckeyes will call a timeout. Looked like they were short a player on the punt team. 9:04 to play in this first half. 7-0 Buckeyes. Zach Talbot will punt it away for the Buckeyes on 4th and 9. Buckeyes on their own 40. Aaron Story back deep.
Looks like the Marauders are going to come a little stronger this time.
Nice snap. Talbot gets it away. It's coming to Story. He'll take it at the 23 of Meigs. Story takes it to the other side of the field. And he'll be taken down right around the 28.
Nice play that time.
8:51 to play in the second quarter. Meigs with the football on their own 28-yard line.
Well, I really thought he had more room to run that time, and Cunningham was able to close that gap quickly and bring him down in the open field over there.
Both teams 1-0 in the Ohio Division of the TVC, trying to go 2-0. Meigs first down and 10 on their own 28. Story out of the shotgun. 2 receivers split out on each side.
See if the Buckeye defense can continue to stand strong as they have so far tonight.
Handoff comes to this side. Buckeyes in pursuit, and Williams has it.
Stop again.
Loss back to the 25, a loss of 3. Jeremy Smith on the carry for Meigs. Tell you what, Thomas Williams has really played lights out last week and this week for the Buckeyes, and since the Ohio Division started.
He's really stepped up his game. It seems like he's much more comfortable on the field. He understands what the coaches want out of him, where his role is on the field, and he's just absolutely swarming around all over the place now.
Meigs now 2nd down and 13, back on their own 25. Story will go under center. He throws, and it is caught by Smith, and he'll be taken down by Fox, but he's out close to a Meigs first down. Looks like he may be just short of a first down by maybe a yard.
Yeah, about a yard shy, but
3rd down and 1 for the Marauders on their own 37.
Definitely the damage from an offensive standpoint from the Meigs Marauders right now has been in the air. They haven't been able to run the ball very effectively at all, but they have been able to stand behind the arm of Story.
Meigs out of the power eye. Story keeps it himself, and he's got a first down. He takes it to the Meigs 43 on a gain of 6.
I think Trevor Pauly was the first to hit him, but he did squirt through for an easy first down there for the Marauders.
7:24 to play in the first half. The Buckeyes leading 7-0. And everybody thought this would be a shootout, but right now it's a little bit of a defensive battle. Buckeyes up 7-0.
Yeah, it's one of those games that turnovers could dictate a lot of the game, and right now we're even on turnovers. Both have had a fumble. Ball's in the air.
Story throws, and it falls incomplete at the Buckeye 40.
There for a moment, I thought Warren Craig looked like he almost had a beat on that ball and was going to come back after that and try to intercept that ball. But it was thrown outside, incomplete. Stops the clock with about 7 minutes to go, where the Buckeyes still have a 7-0 lead here.
Clay Boland, the intended receiver for Meigs. He had a 49-yard reception last week at Wellston.
I think that's actually Story's first incomplete pass. He's put the ball up 5 times, and he's 4 out of 5 right now.
2nd down and 10. Story looking to throw. A flag is down. Smith catches it, and he's hit and dropped right around the 47-yard line, a gain of 4. But again, a flag is down, and it looks to be against Meigs.
Yeah, Arnold was the first to hit him after he received the ball, and then
illegal motion on the Marauders.
Looked like Thomas Williams and Craig Warren put a stop to him getting any farther, but you're right, that's going to be a penalty, going to back them up. And now the official will spot it off 5 yards against. Look there for a moment. He was stepped off to go against the Buckeyes, and it didn't seem like he was understanding what was going on the field there, but they corrected it. They got him backed up and put him down in 2nd and 15 here.
2nd and 15 for Meigs. Back on their own 38-yard line, Aaron Story, the quarterback.
So Buckeyes kind of line up in a 4-4 here.
Fake handoff, another flag's down. Might be a legal procedure, and it is caught by the Marauders out to midfield, but again, a flag is down.
Boy, Cunningham put a nice hit on Story as soon as he let go of that ball also.
It is a legal procedure on Meigs.
Fox put a nice stop after number 31 was able to catch that ball, but it'll all be for naught. We'll back up the Marauders again.
So that'll be 2nd down and 20 now for the Marauders. Back on their own 33-yard line.
About 6.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Buckeyes up 7-0, and the Marauders keep backing themselves up right now with some penalties.
Second down and 20 for Meigs, back on their own 33-yard line. 6.5 minutes to play in the first half, and the Buckeyes leading 7-0. Two receivers split out on each side. Aaron Story, the quarterback, takes a snap. Option comes this side. He does pitch it to English, and he turns a corner.
Wow, he's got some speed down the sideline.
And he's knocked out at the Buckeye 44-yard line, right around the 43, and he's got a first down.
Gets about 24 yards on that one.
Nice run by Cornelius English of the Marauders.
We were just talking about that a little bit ago. You can shut a kid down like that 2, 3, 4, 5 plays in a row, but with an explosive run like that, it is hard to hold him down the entire game, and that's the type of thing that the Buckeyes defense is going to have to try to weather, is when English is able to get out in the open like that.
Aaron Story out of the shotgun. Option goes to right. Story keeps it himself.
Nice job of faking the pitch that time.
Dives inside the Buckeye 30. Actually, his knee is down at the 30. Another first down for the Marauders on a gain of 12. So the Buckeyes up 7-0, 6:09 to play in the first half, but the Marauders are driving.
You know, I remember a lot of this in the offensive repertoire of the Marauders last year. It's option right, option left, pitch to English, keep the ball for Story, and he did a nice job of faking the pitch out to English and cutting right up the field and getting some strong yardage that time.
Option to the right, pitch out goes to English. And English with another first down for the Marauders, takes it inside the 20 to about the 19.
Where he's upended by Robert Norway, I believe, number 59 that time.
He picks up 11. Robert Norway was in on the tackle for the Buckeyes.
All of a sudden, the Marauder offense looks like a completely different offense out there. They seem to be clicking with this option play with their two strongest players. I mean, those are the guys to watch all night, and it's no secret when they're coming into this game, English and Story are the guys to shut down.
Meigs out of the shotgun. Story takes a snap, and he's hit and dropped right at the 20 for a loss of 1.
Williams hit him first, and then Josh Lyons was able to stop him from keeping his feet underneath him. That was a nice job by the Buckeye defense.
2nd and 11 for Meigs at the Buckeye 20. 5 minutes to play in the first half. Nelsonville-York leading 7-0. Beautiful night for high school football in the Valley.
Yeah, for an August. It's hard to believe it's October.
Meigs 2nd down and 11. Story at quarterback, back to throw, and he does so, and it is caught down to the Buckeye 9, close to a first down for the Marauders.
Craig Warren brought him down as soon as he caught the ball, and Story was hit as soon as he let go of that ball by the Buckeye defense, but it's going to be awful close depending on the spot of the ball here. Probably going to have to measure this.
Caught by Clay Boland. And we will have a measurement. 4:38 to play before halftime, and Marauders on the move. Buckeyes leading 7-0. Jason McCumber on camera, Ray Spouts, Jim McCumber here on Nelsonville TV Cable's Channel 15. And he looks to be just shy of it by about a foot. But it's only 3rd down for Meigs. Still 2 downs to work with for the Marauders.
Yeah, and I don't think we say it enough, but I do want to make sure we make a note to say thanks to the Nelsonville Cable TV for allowing us to come out and film these games. I know everybody loves to go home and watch the replay of these games, and those that can't make it out have an opportunity to see the kids on the field and see this beautiful facility we have out here at Boston Field. 3rd
down and 1 for the Marauders. Story at quarterback, hands it off to English. And he gets hit hard, but he's got a first down on a gain of 4 to the Buckeye 5.
I believe that was number 20, Craig Warren, that came in and put that lick on him that time. He's still got the first down, but my goodness, that was a nice defensive hit by the Buckeyes. That's the first time I've seen English go up the middle and get any positive yardage.
Marauders first and goal at the Buckeye 5. Meigs looking to tie this game up. Buckeyes trying to hold him out of the end zone. Aaron Story at quarterback.
Big
handoff goes to English, and he'll take it to the Buckeye 4, a gain of 1. Nice pursuit by Nelsonville-York.
I'm not sure who got the tackle that time. We had everybody blitzing in on that. We just happened to come in on the wrong hole. He gets about a yard on the carry. We'll give that tackle to Trevor Pauly, who looks to be having a very nice game for the Buckeye line, both offensively and defensively.
Meigs second down and goal at the Buckeye 4 with 3:28 to play before halftime. The Buckeyes up 7-0. Aaron Story at quarterback. Meigs out of the power eye. Option to the right. Story is hit just short of the goal line. Looked like he was going to take it in, but then he got hit and dropped right about the foot line.
Well, he makes just an amazingly quick cut when he's going to his right. When he decides to go upfield, it's like he's already a yard up on his on the same time he's cutting. He's already a yard farther.
Third
if
and
that
goal.
makes any sense.
Third and goal for Meigs at the Buckeye 1 foot line. Meigs out of the power eye. Story takes a snap, keeps it himself, and he takes it in for the touchdown. And the Marauders are an extra point away from tying this up with 2:39 to play in the first half.
And this is the game we thought we were going to see here tonight, though, like we talked about earlier. I mean, most everybody expected this to be a grudge match, and it's going to be a battle the entire evening. It's going to come down to just a matter of a point or two, maybe a handful of points. It's going to decide the finish of this game.
Mason Metz will attempt the point after touchdown.
Still have a Marauder there. There we go. Still over there fixing his shoe, getting ready to kick the ball.
Again, it's Mason Metz to kick it for Meigs. Buckeyes all over,
and
they
block. That was a huge play by the Buckeye defense.
I believe it might have been Derek Arnold on the block.
I believe it was. That was huge.
So the Buckeyes hold on to the lead by 1 point at 7-6 with 2:39 to play in the first half. Mason Metz will kick it away for the Marauders.
2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. The Buckeyes will get the ball back again, see if we can put some more points on the board and try to go into the halftime with a little bit of an extra lead than this 1 point we have right now.
And the Buckeyes hand it off on a reverse to Derek Arnold. He slips a little bit and he'll go down at the 25.
I have to say Meigs was all over that. None of the defenders coming down that far side of the field for the Marauders were bitten in on this side at all. They stayed at home, did a nice job for the defense.
Buckeyes first and 10 from their own 25. Nelsonville-York up by 1, 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. And we have an official's timeout.
Got an equipment issue for Mark Campbell over there on the far side, messing with his helmet.
And it looks like he's got it corrected and ready to go. Buckeyes first and 10 from their own 25, leading by 1 with 2.5 minutes to play before halftime. Out of the I formation, the Buckeyes. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Hands it off, the ball's on the ground, and Meigs has covered it up. Jeremy Smith on the recovery for the Marauders.
I'm not sure that ball was ever cleanly handed off at any one particular point. It just never really was secured there, and the ball popped right out. And with 2.5 minutes to go, the Buckeyes turned the ball over inside the 30 to the Marauders again.
Meigs first down and 10 at the Buckeye 28. Nelsonville-York up by 1.
Puts the defense right back on the field where they had left off here.
Story takes a snap, back to throw.
Going for it all.
And being rushed, and Story will be sacked back at the Buckeye 37.
Williams and Trevor Pauly did a nice job that time of putting a stop to him putting that ball in the air. He was looking all the way downfield. He was trying to put the home run ball up right there.
Loss of about 7 yards for the Marauders. And it's 2nd and 17 at the Buckeye 36. Clock running, 2 minutes to play in the first half. Aaron Story at quarterback. Fakes the handoff to English, keeps it himself, as you said, and takes it down to the Buckeye 30 on a gain of 6. Would bring up 3rd down and about 12 for Meigs.
Oh, I thought he was going to score through there, but Arnold did a nice job of wrapping onto his ankles there and not letting go.
.125 to play. Clock is running. Meigs still with some timeouts. 3rd down and 12 for the Marauders at the Buckeye 30.
Big play here for the Buckeye defense to not allow much for the offensive side of the ball from Meigs and put them into a 4th down and long situation. Ball's
Story throwing long on the left side in coverage and nearly picked off.
Defensive positioning by Craig Ware in that time. In fact, I thought he had the ball for the interception and then was hit from behind by the receiver. I believe that to be number 2,
Clay Boland. He actually became a defensive back to keep the Buckeyes from intercepting that.
Because Craig had perfect position on that defensive position on that ball downfield that time. Nice job.
So the Marauders now 4th down and 12 at the Buckeye 30. 1:07 to play before halftime. Nelsonville-York leading by 1. The receivers split out on each side.
Big
4th and 12.
Play here.
Story back to
pass.
pass.
He's passing. He's looking for 80.
And he's being rushed. Story will be sacked. And the Buckeyes will take over on downs on their own 34. So Nelsonville-York survives the fumble. And they still lead by 1 with 59 seconds to play in the half. Austin McDonald on the sack.
Boy, he did a nice job of just reaching out there with those long arms he's got and holding on until the rest of the Buckeyes were able to drag him to his knees. But really, the entire defensive line for the Buckeyes that time, Lyons and Trevor Pauly, everybody was in there on that. Nice job. Huge 4th down stop. Again, 2 big 4th down stops for the Buckeye defense.
Michael Barrick at quarterback. Buckeyes on their own 34. Handoff goes to Talbert, and he'll take it to the 37. Picks up about 3. Clock running at 50 seconds to play in the first half.
Kind of surprised the Marauders don't use the timeout to try to get the ball back, see if they can do something. But they look content to allow the Buckeyes to move the clock and do what they can with the ball and call this a half, really.
Clock running, 34 seconds to play in the first half. Buckeyes 2nd down and about 8. Call it a gain of 2. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Hands it off to Talbert on the left side, and he's hit and dropped right around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he gets right back to the line of scrimmage. Really no yardage on it, but accomplished what the Buckeyes were looking for, and that's not turn the ball back over, not cause any fumbles, and let's go into halftime with a 1-point lead and discuss what we need to do the second half.
It's halftime here at Boston Field. Nelsonville-York leads Meigs in a good one, 7-6 at halftime. Buckeyes will kick it away to begin the second half. 7-6, Nelsonville-York.
Big second half coming up here for the TVC, not just for tonight's game. You've got 2 of the class teams in the league right here. Nelsonville-York Buckeyes against the Meigs Marauders, and it's right where we thought it would be, a 1-point game sitting here at halftime. Buckeyes got a 7-6 lead.
Talbert kicks it up the field, but it's out of bounds. And as you said, it looks like it went off the side of his foot.
It sure did. Look like it just squirted right off the side of his foot that time. Unfortunate for the Buckeyes. Great offensive field position for the Meigs Marauders here.
So Meigs will take over on their own 44-yard line. The Buckeyes probably trying to keep it away from Cornelius English.
Yeah, as the first half wore down, both English and Story started moving the ball much more effectively on the offensive side with that option play they were running.
First down and 10 for Meigs on their own 44 as we begin the third quarter of play.
And it's handed off to English. He runs into his own lineman and then hit.
And he'll go down at the 46, a gain of 2.
By number 59, Robert Norway on the stop there.
We got the battle for the Ohio Division here at Boston Field and the battle for the Hocking Division right now. The key matchup tonight is down at Waterford. Trimble winning that one 8-7.
Yeah, both one-point ball games. That means it's anybody's game. You got to really cover up the ball, make sure you don't make the mistakes, and capitalize on every opportunity you have.
English with it, and he'll go down right at midfield as he'll pick up about 4 yards, and it'll bring up a third down and 4 situation for Meigs.
Looked like Michael Barrick on the stop for the Buckeyes that time. And again, Story is getting hit every time as he's letting go of that ball. He absolutely holds on to the ball until he makes sure that defender actually commits to trying to tackle him. Then he makes sure that English has every opportunity to make a play.
Third down and 4 for Meigs at midfield. Story takes a snap, looking to throw, throwing long on the left side, and it's caught. And he'll take it down to the Buckeye 9-yard line. It's Clay Bolin on the reception. It'll be first and goal for the Marauders on a 41-yard pass play.
Huge pass play, and Story did a nice job of that time. Instead of throwing the ball on the inside where Craig Warren was able to make the stop last time, almost intercept the ball in the first half, this time he'd throw it onto the outside corner of his receiver, Clay Bolin, and gave him plenty of room to run underneath the ball and then just continue down the field until Warren was able to catch up to him.
Meigs first and goal at the Buckeye 9 out of the power I. Aaron Story at quarterback. Looking to throw, and he throws, and he's wide open. Touchdown, Clay Bolin for Meigs.
And just like that, not even 2 minutes into the second half here, the Buckeyes are now looking at their down here. And it's behind the arm of Story opposed to the running game of English as we anticipated.
12-7, Meigs leading. They'll probably go for 2 after having the extra point blocked on their first touchdown.
Yeah, being only up 5, they got to try to get that deficit to a 7-point deficit. 6 really doesn't do them a whole lot.
Meigs going for the 2-point conversion. 2 receivers split out on the right side. Aaron Story, the quarterback, back to pass, throws, and it is caught for the 2-point conversion. And Meigs leads 14-7 with 10:17 to play in the third quarter.
Tell Lee to get this crowd.
Mason Metz kicking it away for the Marauders. Derek Arnold back deep for the Buckeyes.
Right now is where the Buckeye offensive side of the ball needs these fans behind them and helping them out a little bit as they came out here in the second half and gave up that quick touchdown. Puts them down 7-14.
Dickerson and Fox also back deep for the Buckeyes. Metz, and it's a squib kick. Buckeyes need to get on it. And the Marauders say they have it.
And it did go the 10 yards. It's going to be Meigs' ball.
And they'll have it at the Buckeye 43-yard line. And Meigs leading 14-7.
And just like that, everything goes right the Meigs' way. That time, I believe that was covered up by number 21 for Meigs, J.T. Evans.
Buckeye defense needs a hold here. First down and 10 for the Marauders, and Meigs will call a timeout.
They want to take every opportunity to make sure this is something good for them here.
14-7 Marauders, 10:16 to play, third quarter.
Meigs comes to the line with some aggressiveness that time, ready to make a play happen.
First down and 10, Marauders at the Buckeye 43. Pitch out comes to English to this side. Cuts it up. English crosses the 35 and is taken down at the Buckeye 32 as he picks up a nice game for the Meigs Marauders.
Robert Norway on the stop that time.
There is a Meigs player hurt.
I think he's cramping up back there. I think it's actually English.
Nice gain for English. He picks up about 12 yards and a Meigs first down. Hopefully he'll be okay. We have an injury timeout on the field. 14-7 Meigs with 10:06 to play in the third quarter. Good to see as Cornelius English jogs off the field for the Marauders.
It looks like some cramping going on for English as they take him off the field. And Meigs comes to the line 1st and 10.
Story over center, back to pass, being rushed. Story, he sheds a tackler, and he throws. It is caught inside the Buckeye 20 to the 18, a gain of 13.
Looks like Craig Warren came up to make the stop, but boy, he just did elude a sack there. Thomas Williams was about ready to wrap him up in the backfield, and Story did a nice job of eluding him.
9:45 to play in the third quarter. 14-7 Meigs. First down and 10 Marauders at the Buckeye 18. Aaron Story at quarterback. And he's hit and sacked.
Robert Norway, nice sack that time for the Buckeyes defense. He was able to come up there and put a quick stop to before Story was able to get the ball in the air. Looked like he was looking for that fade route a little bit to Clayton Bull, and again.
Be about a 3-yard loss on the sack by Robert Norway. Second and 13 for Meigs at the Buckeye 21. 9 minutes to play in the third quarter. Meigs leading by 7. Marauders out of the I formation. Aaron Story at quarterback. Buckeyes trying to get pressure. He throws, and it's picked off.
By Michael Barrick.
Michael Barrick crosses the 20.
As he's coming down the right side, he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 34. Excellent play by Michael Barrick on the defensive side of the ball.
So the Buckeyes will have it on their own 33. Big play by Michael Barrick. Buckeyes down by 7. Marauders with the ball in Buckeye territory. 8:44 to play in the third quarter.
And we've talked about it all season. The momentum in a high school game is huge. Hopefully that play there for the Buckeye defense turns around the momentum of this second half and puts it back into the hands of the Buckeyes.
Michael Barrick out of the shotgun on first down and 10. Takes a snap. Looking to throw. Now he'll run with it. And Barrick takes it to the 35, a gain of 2.
He's absolutely smothered by number 53 of the defensive side of the ball, Cassidy Wilford, along with number 23, Brandon Hanning, who's been in on a lot of defensive plays for the Marauders tonight.
Second down and 8 for the Buckeyes on their own 35-yard line.
Where the Buckeye offensive line did a nice job giving Michael some time there to look for his receivers, but the defensive side from Meigs just did a great job of coverage downfield.
Buckeyes out of the eye. Barrick looking to throw. Now he'll run on the left side. Cuts it back up the middle. He fumbles. Meigs saying they have it. And the Marauders have it at the Buckeye 40.
Number 35 recovered the fumble that time for the Marauders. Brandon Shoup on the recovery.
7:55 to play in the third quarter. 14-7, Meigs leading. Meigs first and 10 at the Buckeye 41. Aaron Story out of the shotgun, 2 receivers on each side. Handoff goes around the right side. And a flag comes in. It looks like we may have a holding on Meigs. Gain of about 2 for the Marauders, but again, a flag is down.
Number 20, Brandon Fisher was
No, it's face mask on Meigs.
Calling it against Meigs or us?
He pointed at Meigs. Again, it was a 2-yard pickup for the Marauders. And now they'll mark it off. 5-yard face mask penalty.
There.
So the Marauders will have a first down and about 13 at the Buckeye 43. .7:48 to play, third quarter. Marauders leading 14-7. And now they spot it off from the line of scrimmage. For it to be first down and 15 for the Marauders at the Buckeye 46. Aaron Story out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, being rushed.
Huge rush.
And he's hit as he throws. And it's nearly picked off once again by the Buckeyes.
Robert Norway was plowing in there, went right over the block of the fullback that time and tried to stop him.
He was just knocking the Marauder backwards.
He was.
Into the quarterback.
And Story was being hit as he threw it, and that's what put the ball high in the air, and I thought Barrick was going to get his second interception there.
So second down and 15 for Meigs at the Buckeye 46. Marauders leading by 7. 7:36 to play, third quarter. Aaron Story over center.
English is back in there.
He's looking to throw, throwing along on this side, and it's incomplete. Down at the Buckeye 24.
He threw it to the outside again, and that time number 80, Jacob Well, was kind of cutting to the inside. Had he stayed out there, he might have had a chance to go after that ball.
Third down and 15 for the Marauders at the Buckeye 46. Buckeyes need a big stop here on this third down.
Yes, they
force Meigs to punt it away.
Defense is having to be relied on an awful lot here early in the second half.
Aaron Story out of the shotgun. 2 receivers split out on each side. Option comes this side, pitch out to English. Trying to get to the outside, and a nice hit by Robert Norway.
Norway in on the stop that time.
No gain on the play. And Meigs will have to punt it away on 4th and 15.
And Story again held that until as long as he could. English just didn't seem to have the speed on the outside that time with the cramping that he's got going on. And Norway made sure he wasn't able to make a move and put a nice hit on him. Good solid defensive stand by the Buckeyes yet again.
Marauders will punt it away. Derek Arnold back deep for Nelsonville-York.
Looks to be
Punter gets it away.
Number 80, Jacob Well.
And it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Buckeyes will have it on their own 20.
Fortunate for the Buckeyes, that didn't find a way to stop inside the 10. That was a booming kick by
Jacob Well, 46-yard punt. That goes down, of course, in the net of 26. Buckeyes get it on the 20. So let's see if this Buckeye offense could take it down the field and put points on the board. Of course, Nelsonville-York led 7-0, and that 7 came early in this game. Buckeyes haven't been able to score since then. 6:38 to play, third quarter.
We've turned the ball over quite a bit since then, though. I mean, the Buckeye defense has done an excellent job here to keep us in this ball game, give us a real opportunity to do something. That was Austin McDonald that time, number 28 on the carry.
Takes it out to the 24-yard line. It may have been Derek Arnold on the carry. It was Arnold. Their numbers are so close, with McDonald wearing 28 and Arnold 26. He picks up 4 yards. It's second down and 6 for Nelsonville-York on their own 24. Michael Barrick takes a snap, hands it off to Talbert on the left side, and Talbert's got a Buckeye first down, still running hard.
Nobody's able to bring him down.
Talbert takes it out to the 40-yard line on a gain of 16.
He was not going to be denied on that carry. Did a nice job of holding on to that ball, too, because as he was running, he had 3 guys just trying to do nothing but strip the ball out of his hands that time. Huge effort by Talbert.
Brings back memories of Brad Woodson. Buckeyes 1st and 10 on their own 40. Out of the power eye, Michael Barrick at quarterback. Handoff goes to Arnold, looking for some running room, but not finding any. He picks up 1 to the 41. 5:17 to play in the 3rd quarter. Meigs leading by 7.
Five minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter, and Barrick brings them to the line with a 2nd and long 9 yards to go here.
Buckeyes out of the eye with the receiver split out on each side. 2nd down and 9 for Nelsonville-York on their own 42. Barrick takes a snap, play action, looking for a receiver, throws to Talbert. He was unable to pull it in. Right as he touched the ball, he was hit hard.
Yes, he was. I think so far the entire 2nd half has been played on the Buckeye side of the field here. It'd be nice to see us get this ball across midfield, get this 1st down, and start moving it on the other side of the field.
Buckeyes 3rd down and 9 on their own 42. See if we can hit that crossing route here for a big 1st down.
We're keeping Story back there to kind of watch the middle of the field a little bit.
Barrick takes a snap, rush by Meigs. He throws, and it is caught for the 1st down. Dickerson breaks the tackle and takes it to the Meigs 35-yard line.
Dickerson looked down, made sure his feet were still in bounds, realized, hey, there's nobody around me, turned and ran upfield for a nice gain.
24-yard pickup.
24 yards on the carry, or on the reception that time.
Dickerson, as you said, it looked like he was just making sure he got a foot down. Then he noticed there was a lot of green between the sideline and his foot, so he took it upfield. Nice run, broke a tackle.
Did a nice job to hold on to the ball there, too.
Michael Barrick at quarterback, and Meigs jumps.
Yeah, I have to believe so. I did not see anybody from the Buckeye side of the line even inch move at all.
Buckeyes probably went on that delayed count to draw Meigs off sides, and that'll set up a 1st and 5 situation.
Excellent opportunity here for the Buckeyes as we're moving the ball now here in the 2nd half. Inside the 30-yard line.
4:35 to play 3rd quarter. Buckeyes down 14-7. 1st and 5 at the Meigs 29. 2 receivers split out on each side. Zach Talbert, the lone back. Arnold coming in motion to this side. Fake handoff, and a flag is down as Talbert takes the handoff, takes it to the 25, but again, a flag is down.
I assume we're going to see some motion penalty against the Buckeyes on this one.
Illegal procedure on Nelsonville-York.
So we'll give them that 5 yards they gave us right back, right?
Set up a 1st down and 10 for the Buckeyes on the Meigs 34-yard line. Buckeyes down 7, 4:29 to play, 3rd quarter. Buckeyes, 2 receivers split out on each side. Michael Barrick out of the shotgun. Talbert takes a snap, looking for a receiver, throwing along towards the end zone. And it is broke up, incomplete in the end zone.
Marauders did a nice job of staying back there that time. They just ran deep. They weren't really covering the guy as much as they were just covering the pass deep and long that time.
I believe Connor Bunning was the intended receiver. Buckeyes 2nd down and 10 at the Meigs 34. Clock stopped with the incompletion at 4:03 to play 3rd quarter.
Even though that's not completed, I like seeing the opportunity to go long like that, put the ball up in the air, really force the defense. That's got to be a flag on us there. We had some motion on the line that time. It's going to back us up 5 yards.
Buckeyes will have a 2nd down and 15 now. Back at the Meigs 39.
But typically, if you're able to throw the ball long like that, even though you don't always complete those passes, it does force the defense to play back more. It can open up some of those underneath passes. That's where you have Arnold cutting up underneath, or Campbell, or even Connor Bunning into the middle of the field there. It can really open up some short passes if we take advantage of that.
Michael Barrick out of the shotgun for the Buckeyes. 2nd and 15. Nice protection. Throws over the middle, and it is incomplete.
Slightly behind Campbell, but really something that we've normally seen him reel in.
Down at the Meigs 25, it's incomplete. Buckeyes 3rd down and 15.
Well, that's exactly what that long pass does for you, though. It just opens up the center of the field and the shorter passes.
Nice job by the offensive line that time, giving Michael Barrick plenty of time to throw. 3rd and 15 for the Buckeyes at the Meigs 39. Michael Barrick out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Good protection once again. He'll roll to the right. Barrick throws, and it is incomplete. Down at the Marauder 25.
That was intended for Mark Hamill, kind of in and out of his hands as he was getting hit pretty quickly there.
It's the Buckeyes.
Nice effort by Barrick to be able to buy enough time to find an open man.
Looks like the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th and 15 at the Meigs 39. Nelsonville-York trying to pin Meigs deep and then hold him and get the ball back in good field position. Zach Talbert will punt. Aaron Story now slowly walking back, and Meigs will not drop anybody back. Low liner up the field, and the Marauders are going to have it on the 20. So a 39-yard punt for Zach Talbert. But the Marauders get it out on the 20 on the touchback. 14-7, Meigs leading, 3:42 to play, 3rd quarter. And the Marauders will take a timeout. It might have been a substitution penalty coming, as it looked like 12 men broke the huddle and one running off the field.
Yeah, I think the coaching staff decided to burn a timeout, and better off than get the penalty.
Marauders now with only 1 timeout left in this game. 3:42 to play, 3rd quarter. Meigs leading 14-7. Meigs 1st down and 10 from their own 20. Story out of the shotgun. Option goes to the right side. Story keeps it himself and takes it out to the 22-yard line, maybe the 23, a gain of 3.
Josh Lyon did a nice job that time for the Buckeye defense to make sure he didn't squirt too far ahead. Thomas Williams in on the tackle yet again for the Buckeyes.
3:20 to play. Third quarter, Buckeyes down 7. 2nd down and 7 for Meigs. Pitch out comes to English to this side. Buckeyes stringing out. A flag comes in. Buckeyes trying to take the ball away from him.
Buckeye defense there to cut that ball up, and then a great pursuit by the entire defense.
Again, a flag is down. Loss on the play of a yard, but it looks like a holding on Meigs.
Exactly what it was, and just an excellent defensive play by the Buckeyes, even without the holding there.
Buckeyes can bring up by declining it a 3rd down and about 8, and they do decline it. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for Meigs.
Tough call as the captain on the field turned to the coaching staff and said, "What do you want to do?" And that was the decision.
3rd and 8 for the Marauders on their own 22. Story takes the handoff, keeps it himself. Buckeyes in pursuit, and the decision paid off, and Meigs will have to punt.
Craig Warren was the first one up there, and then Cunningham, number 2 for the Buckeye defense, made sure he wasn't getting that first down. Great play by the Buckeye defense.
So Meigs will punt it away on 4th and 5. 2:43 to play, 3rd quarter. Derek Arnold back deep for Nelsonville-York. He also has Scott Cunningham back with him to block. Of course, Cunningham can run it also. got good speed. Jacob Well punts it away. High punt coming to Arnold. Takes it at the 39. Derek Arnold crosses the 45. Derek Arnold crosses the 50. And let's see if they said he stepped out of bounds.
40.
Nice return, however, for Derek Arnold. Buckeyes, excellent field position.
Yeah, I mean, a nice 20-yard return there to give us solid field position here. Excellent return by Arnold.
Buckeyes will have it at the Marauder 40-yard line. 2.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Buckeyes down 7. So let's see if the Buckeyes can put 7 on the board here.
Well, you know, the Buckeye offense was moving the ball somewhat effectively and then really kind of put a stop to themselves by having a few incomplete passes on the last series. I think you're going to continue to see us putting this ball in the air and make the Meigs Marauders prove they can stop it.
Arnold in motion. Buckeyes out of the shotgun. Handoff goes to Arnold on the right side, and he'll take it to the 35-yard line, a gain of 5.
Or we'll run Arnold for 5 yards off the right side.
2nd and 5 for the Buckeyes. Good old good one here at Boston Field. Buckeyes down 7, but Nelsonville-York at the Meigs 35.
It's a good one, but it'd be a lot better if we had another touchdown on the board.
Buckeyes 2 receivers split out on each side. Talbot the lone back. Michael Barrick will go under center at quarterback. Hands it off to Talbot, straight up the middle. Talbot breaks a tackle, still going. Zach Talbot to the 27. He picks up 8.
Story was finally able to bring him down, but again, it's not the first guy that hits Talbot. It's not the second guy that hits Talbot. It's got to be the 3rd or 4th that's able to bring him down. He's running very hard yet again tonight like he did last week.
1:45 to play, third quarter. Buckeyes first down and 10 at the Meigs 26. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Takes a snap, and the ball's loose. And let's see who has it. And Meigs has it at the Marauder 23-yard line.
And I'm not sure if that was a fumble or, again, it just didn't ever even got handed off cleanly again.
I believe that's the 3rd fumble here in the third quarter for the Buckeyes. Marauders have it on their own 23-yard line.
Boy, and right now the Buckeye offense has to be looking at themselves saying, hey, we know we can move this ball against this Meigs defense, both in the air and on the ground. We just got to quit making the mistakes and clean up a few things and get back in our heads in the game right now.
Handoff to English up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 9 yards out to the 32-yard line.
Brought down by Austin McDonald, number 28 for the Buckeyes.
2nd down and 1 for the Marauders with 1:08 to play in the third quarter. Meigs leading 14-7. Two receivers split out to the right. Meigs out of the eye. Aaron Story at quarterback. Hands it off to English, looking for a hole. And he breaks a tackle and takes it out to the Meigs 40-yard line, a gain of 9.
Thomas Williams finally brings him down, but he's a lot like Zach Talbot. It's not going to be the 1st or 2nd or 3rd person that hits him. It's probably 3rd, 4th, or 5th person before he's going to go down.
35 seconds to play in the third quarter. The clock running. Meigs 1st and 10 on their own 40. They lead by 7.
Probably be the last play of the third quarter here, unless it's up in the air and incomplete or something.
Story throws, and it's nearly picked off by Robert Norway. It falls incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 with 16 seconds to play in the third.
I think Norway was really looking to lay a hit on him after he caught the ball and didn't realize the ball was thrown that much behind the receiver as it actually hit. Looks like it hit Norway in the shoulder pads.
2nd down and 10 for the Marauders on their own 40-yard line. Two receivers to the right. Meigs out of the eye. Story takes the handoff, rolls to the right, throws long on the right side, open man, and it is caught down to the Buckeye 35-yard line for a first down. There is a flag down, however. Back at the Meigs, 42. It looks like it will be against the Marauders. And now they're going to wave off the flag. They wave off the flag, so the play stands to the Buckeye 35 with 9 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Was that number 3, little Jeremy Smith out there on that reception, I believe?
Clock runs down, and that's going to do it here in the third quarter at Boston Field. Meigs leading the Buckeyes at the end of 3, 14-7. Meigs first down and 10 at the Buckeye 35 as we begin the final 12 minutes of play. English takes the handoff and is stopped after a short gain.
Looked like Zach Talbot was right there on the line to hit him as soon as he hit the line.
Gain of 2 to the Buckeye 33. It brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, it doesn't seem like English has really ran the ball that much, but he's got 75 yards on the ground tonight. Yet another big defensive stand here for the Buckeyes. They got to hold those Marauders out of the end zone.
Story hands it off to English, and English is taken down, I believe, by Nathan Johnson.
Sure was. Number 54, Nathan Johnson for the Buckeyes did a nice job of wrapping him up and holding on. English is not one that's easy to hold on to by yourself and bring him to the ground, that's for sure.
Pickup of 1 brings up 3rd and 7 for Meigs at the Buckeye 32. We've played 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Meigs leading by 7. Meigs out of the I formation on 3rd and 7. Story with the football, and he's taken down at the Buckeye 28.
Josh Lyon, number 55 for the Buckeyes, tripped him up as he was coming across the line. It's going to bring a 4th and short. I'm sure the Marauders are going to go for it as they're inside the 30.
4th and 3 for Meigs at the Buckeye 28. Big play in this game. Buckeyes down 7.
Well, the Buckeyes have been able to hold the Marauders on 2 other huge 4th down plays. Let's see if they can do it one more time here.
4th and 3 for the Marauders. Out of the I, Story takes a snap, fakes a handoff, pitches it out to English. And English has got the first down.
Inside the 20 as his speed got him around the corner that time.
Takes it to the 19.
Story absolutely holds on to that ball so long, forcing the defense to commit to him and gets rid of that ball while he's being hit almost every time.
Marauders first down and 10 at the Buckeye 19 with 10 minutes, 12 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Meigs already leading 14-7. Marauders out of the I formation, and we have a whistle and a timeout called by the Buckeyes. 10-12 to play in the game. 14-7 Meigs. Marauders first down and 10 at the Buckeye 19. Out of the I. The Marauders Story
keeps it
himself
right
and follows the first man through down to the 16-yard line, a gain of 3.
Josh Lyon, first Buckeye to pull the stop again on that time.
Clock running under 10 minutes. Buckeyes needing a stop in the worst way. Meigs leading by 7. Second down and 7 for Meigs at the Buckeye 16. Aaron Story takes the snap, hands it off to English. And Cornelius English down to the Buckeye 6-yard line as he picks up 9 yards.
Brought down by Robert Norway, number 59 for the Buckeyes, but that was a nice blocking situation there for the right side of the offensive line for the Marauders to give him a little bit of room to squirt through there and get some positive yards.
Marauders first and goal. They spotted at the Buckeye 7-yard line. First and goal, Meigs at the Buckeye 7.
And yet again, they break a huddle with a 12th man as he runs off the field. Nothing called.
Story has it around the left side. And a flag does come in.
Whoa, big hit to not even allow him into the end zone.
We may have a holding on Meigs. And it is holding on the Marauders. And a Buckeye is down right around the goal line.
I'm not sure if that's who delivered the hit or what exactly happened over there.
Hopefully he'll be okay, being attended to. We have an injury timeout, 9:06 to play in the fourth quarter with Meigs leading 14-7. The injured player for the Buckeyes was Scott Cunningham, and unfortunately they took him off on a stretcher, but we have heard that it's more precautionary, they feel, and so hopefully, obviously our prayers and thoughts are with him. And the Buckeyes, it's a big play.
As Arnold comes up and just leveled.
And he's taken down back at the 25, and that's a big loss. It was a holding, by the way, on the previous play on Meigs, which took it back to the 17-yard line. And then on first and goal from the 17, he's hit and dropped back at the 25. Actually, they spotted at the 24, and hopefully he'll be okay. We have another injury timeout, 14-7 Meigs. And good news, English jogged off a little bit and walked off the field and jogged a little bit. Now it's second and goal at the 24. Story is caught in the backfield.
And Arnold got him down.
And he is down back at the 35.
Austin McDonald held on to him long enough as he tried to spin away from him, dropped him down, hit his knee, and the Meigs Marauders just keep going backwards as the ball gets to the 35 this time.
So now it's third and goal back at the Buckeye 35. Meigs leading 14-7. The clock running, 8:10 to play in the fourth quarter.
Two huge defensive plays back-to-back by Arnold and McDonald that time for the Buckeyes.
Obviously
both for losses.
And the Buckeyes need to be aware of the screens and the draws. Story back to pass, being rushed, throws over the middle, and it is nearly picked off, but it falls incomplete.
In and out of the hands of Craig Warren that time as he went up, and the ball was just kind of thrown behind everybody, pursuing from left to right across the field.
And usually you figure you're in 4-down territory, but you have to think Meigs may punt this ball on fourth and goal from the 35, trying to put the Buckeyes back around the 10-yard line. It looks like they are going for it.
They are going to go for it. The Buckeye defense just has to maintain coverage in the back. They're just really, they're defending the goal line here. They're not defending anything else at this particular point, as it's fourth and 35 or fourth and goal.
Story looking to throw, and he's hit as he throws, and the guy's open, but he dropped
in and out of his hands as he almost catches that ball at the 10-yard line.
It looked like he was looking to run. It looked like he took his eyes off the ball right as it come in.
He was trying to turn that upfield a little bit, and the ball went right in and out of his hands. It'll be Buckeye ball going the other way. First down on their own 35. Huge defensive stand there for the Buckeyes as it was first and goal from the 7-yard line for the Marauders that time. Ends up first and 10 for the Buckeyes going the other way at their own 35. Huge defensive stand there by the Buckeyes. Two huge plays back-to-back by Arnold and McDonald.
Buckeyes, two receivers split out on each side. Michael Barrick out of the shotgun. Buckeyes down by 7, 7:45 to play. Arnold goes in motion to the right. Handoff goes to Arnold. Arnold
nice
running room. Derek Arnold takes it to the Meigs 48.
That time. Gets across midfield before Story's able to bring him down as he gets a solid 17, maybe 18 yards on the carry.
First and 10 Buckeyes at the Meigs 47.
That gets the crowd going on the Buckeye side of the stands here. The bells are ringing, the feet are stomping. People are ready to have some fun.
Buckeyes first and 10 at the Meigs 47. Trailing by 7. Two receivers split out on each side from Michael Barrick. He's out of the shotgun. And we have a legal procedure on Nelsonville-York.
You could just see there was a lot of thinking going on the offensive side of the ball. People trying to figure out exactly what's going on. Took a lot of time to get that play off. And in, as it just turns out, it backs us up 5 yards.
So it's first and 15 for the Buckeyes back in their own territory at the 48. 7:05 to play. Clock is running. Of course, Buckeyes plenty of time, trailing by 7. Two receivers on each side. Michael Barrick under center. Derek Arnold in motion. Handoff goes to Arnold around the right side. Derek Arnold will take it to the Meigs 44. Picks up about 8 yards.
Hutton and Story in on the stop there for the Marauders. As we
Buckeyes get a nice chunk back.
Get a few positive yards beyond the line of scrimmage after that 5-yard penalty there.
2nd and 7 for the Buckeyes at the Meigs 44.
And the clock continues to tick as now it's 6 minutes and 22 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter.
2 receivers once again on each side. Michael Barrick under center at quarterback. Arnold in motion. Fake handoff to Arnold. Talbert gets it on the left side. Talbert running hard. Zach Talbert to the 35. A gain of 9.
Second and third effort yet again by Talbert. Gets him across the line. Gets him down to about the 35-yard line.
1st down and 10 Buckeyes at the 35 of Meigs. Clock running under 6 minutes to play. Buckeyes down 7. Once again, Buckeyes 2 receivers split out to each side. Michael Barrick out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Throws out on the right flat. And it is caught, but a short gain for the Buckeyes of about 3 to the 32.
That stops the clock as Connor Bunning gets out of bounds on that reception, but the ball was just thrown right to the sideline, and Connor didn't have a chance to catch it and actually turn upfield that time, but moves the ball positive yardage there.
2nd down and 7 for the Buckeyes at the Meigs 32-yard line. Again, Meigs leading 14-7, 5:38 to play in the 4th.
Again, the offensive line is doing an excellent job giving Barrick time to make those passes.
Michael Barrick out of the shotgun. 2 receivers split out to each side. Barrick, and the ball's loose. And the Buckeyes got it back.
Barrick really never got that snap cleanly. He was juggling the ball. Arnold did a nice job of recovering that one for us that time, but he was juggling the ball the whole time, tried to get the pitch off, and by that time it was knocked and the ball went straight to the ground. Buckeyes fortunately get the ball back this time and don't turn the ball over. It makes it 3rd down for the Buckeyes.
3rd down and about 8 at the Meigs 33-yard line. Michael Barrick out of the shotgun. 2 receivers split out to each side. Clock running at 5 minutes. Barrick takes the snap, being rushed. Throws a wide open. Derek Arnold
as he's inside the
Arnold 10, 5, touchdown!
Buckeyes!
Derek Arnold from 33 yards out. Pass reception for a touchdown from Michael Barrick. Will the Buckeyes go for 2, or will they attempt the extra point? It looks like they will attempt 1.
And I tell you, the Buckeyes right there had a huge blitz coming on from the Meigs Marauders defense. Barrick did a nice job to get that ball out there. Arnold was wide open in the middle of the field. Excellent play.
And a timeout is called by Nelsonville-York. 14-13 Meigs with 4:51 to play.
To Cunningham. We were talking about running that little two-point option out there to Cunningham, but with him out of the game, they're going to just go ahead and kick this ball and get the extra point and tie this game up.
This would tie it. Talbert on the kick. It's blocked. And Meigs holds on to a 1-point lead, 14-13 with 4:51 to play. Of course, the Buckeyes still have time to hold them and get the ball back. Zach Talbert will kick it away for the Buckeyes. Will the Nelsonville-York Buckeyes try an onside kick or just boot it and try to hold the Marauders? They have 1 timeout left.
I'd say the defense is playing pretty good right now. Just boot this ball away. Try to get it down there deep.
And it's a little kick to the right side. It goes out of bounds.
And fortunately for the Marauders, the ball did squib out of bounds. Had that found some way to stay in bounds, none of the Marauders were going after that ball.